Hello, George, how are you?
Hi Carolina, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. We are in Herbert Stafford Fine Arts Gallery and you're curating the exhibition of Herbert Franke, pioneer of digital art.
Yes.
It is extraordinary, especially during this last months, to have such an exhibition.
Yes, actually, you know, everybody's talking about NFTs.
Yes.
It's a huge movement in the history of art, and Herbert Franke is he's the grandfather of digital art, who already made artworks in the 1950s and 60s, and he's also preparing an NFT, which will be launched very soon.
Extraordinary. But let's go, because I know you are very busy. The vernissage is very soon to start. So we are here and
we have in this exhibition we made a few sections. So here we see the earliest
next to you.
Vintage photographs, which are mostly made as photographs from oscillogram screens, so the oscillograph screens, I'm sorry. So they're also called oscillograms. And these are basically the earliest works in the history of digital art. So it's very, very valuable artworks. We have a few more works here.
Yes.
So you can have a look. These are a little bit earlier, even they are actually generative photography. Herbert Franke was also a very important mentor for the generative photography movement. And he also was writing introduction for this very important book on generative photography. So these two artworks are from the earliest times, so they are generative photography. They were not done by oscillographs.
Wonderful. So
Thanks.
Okay, so here, George, we have
in this section we see a few artworks which are plotter drawings. Actually, this is a serigraph of a plotter drawing here, a very important artwork which was also shown in 1970 at the Venice Biennale. So this is the catalog of that show, which was in 1970. And as to my knowledge, it was actually the first ever Venice Biennale where computer art was shown.
Fantastic. And then it's also here we have another one.
These are artworks from the Dracula series. Dracula stands for a German. It's an abbreviation for Drachenkurven überlagert. So Dracula. It's actually, you can also call them dragon curves. Dragon curves, and they are original plotter drawings from the early 70s.
Fantastic. But then after, you know, we have also the artists will be here with us.
Yes.
That is extraordinary. So now we are going to another, because again, this is a different type of gallery that was created. You created the exhibition choreographically according to the setting of.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in this section we see a few later works.
Yes.
So For example, those artworks are Cellular Automatas. They were inspired by one of the most famous mathematicians of our time, Stephen Wolfram. And I also have a book of Stephen Wolfram to show you which
And Georg, how long did to organize this exhibition? How long did it take?
Well, maybe 2 months. Of course, I know the earth of the artist, so
yes.
I already had an idea what we're going to show. I also wanted to highlight some of the
yes.
later artworks which
yes.
were done virtual reality. So what we see here is an exhibition that Herbert Franke did on Active Worlds, which was an early virtual reality platform. So we see a few sculptures that he made, but also sculptures by other artists. And so there is a selection of artworks from this Active World series. It's called Z Galaxy. So it was an exhibition in virtual reality. And
when was it?
That was in the early 2000s.
2000.
Yes. And on the left-hand side, we see a film. And this film is actually showing us an exhibition in Cryptovoxels, which is a virtual reality platform of our time. This exhibition was created, curated by an artist group called Crypto Wiener from Vienna. And what they are showing basically are pictures from the virtual reality show of Herbert Franke in a virtual reality platform. So it's a virtual reality about virtual reality. And then there is also a cube.
Yeah, here you can see actually.
Yeah, you can see where it is on Cryptovoxels. And this cube here, which you saw at the end, you will see also at the beginning here, this cube.
Yes.
That is a special exhibition room. So it's a black cube where we will also do some exhibitions during this exhibition. So there will be exhibitions about exhibitions and
so very
exhibitions within the exhibition.
Yes.
So we're going to play a little bit about the idea of virtual reality.
So how and what are your feedback on the virtual reality, especially?
Well, it's a huge interest, of course. Everybody's now in Cryptovoxels, Decentraland, all these platforms. There's many NFT artists that are exploring the possibilities to do art in VR. And I think at the moment we are still at the beginning, because what we see now are a lot of fashion brands are creating some worlds within these
within the
metaverse.
Yes,
actually, within the metaverse.
We were talking about the metaverse yesterday.
And yes, I think it's a very interesting space for exhibitions, and it's an expanded room for a physical art exhibition. So we have this exhibition here, but it's expanded also in the virtual reality, so everybody can basically see this exhibition.
Yes, it's. I think it's a fascinating subject. But, we can talk for greater discussions a bit later. But now we go forward because I know that everybody is going to arrive soon. Here, we have to.
Here we have an artwork from Fantastische Landschaften, the series. It's also a virtual reality artwork. This is an artwork from mid-1970s. It's Albert Einstein, a very famous work actually. It's also in some museum collections. It was made through computer tomography by a machine that he could use at Siemens. He was also working at Siemens in his early days, so he had access to all these equipment, technical equipments.
This is quite interesting also. I don't know if you can see with the reflection, but it is really this like different planets, if we can say golden planets in a costiera amalfitana style. Yes.
Something of an Italian coast.
Yes,
right?
yes, very interesting.
Amalfi Coast.
Very interesting. So to get a bit of real items, and then we have a bigger piece here, which is also fantastic. The only thing with the lights, we have to find a way to show it.
Actually reflected a little bit, but
Yes.
this is a selection of artworks that Herbert Franke has done with Mathematica, which is a program that was made by Stephen Wolfram. Stephen Wolfram, I think, was a very important inspiration for Franke. And these are aesthetic structures, mathematical structures from different series that he made. For the first time, most of these prints were just printed for the first time now. They only existed as digital files, and this is a unique piece, so it's there's no addition.
This is wonderful, I have to say. Very difficult to know the story behind the painting, or no, there are many different stories behind each scene. I think it would be interesting to explore. Bellissimo. Anyway, the composition is fantastic for somebody who is let's say analphabeta with the digital. Not, but we are getting, as you said, it's a new world, which wasn't already, but we need to get used to this.
Yeah, well, I mean,
incredible reality.
If you look at
yes.
the NFTs nowadays, you see a lot of NFTs that are referring to these mathematical structures, generative art.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, of course, I mean, these pioneers like Herbert Franke or Frida Nake, they already experimented with all these ideas. So I think one should really look at the history of
yes.
digital art as well, not
yes.
just
not what is happening now.
NFT hype.
Yes.
So,
and until when is this exhibition will be here?
It's going to be until the end of November.
Okay, until the end. And they can find you?
Well, I mean,
by appointment.
The exhibition is by appointment.
Yes.
Well, anybody who's interested can contact me or contact the gallery, and everybody's welcome to see the exhibition.
Wonderful. Thank you, Georg, and thank you for your time. Have a wonderful Zurich Art Weekend.
Thank you.